Welcome back, you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Swardik Mayanja, and on this channel I bring you news, research, current events, and fun topics that matter to nurses everywhere. Today, really sad topic. A mother is suing a hospital for negligence because she accidentally has smothered her newborn child to death. And it's super sad. But we got to talk about this. I mean, labor and delivery is the goal, is the dream, is my dream. So this hits close to heart because this kind of shit really scares me away from the field of labor and delivery and maternity in general. So what happened? So Monica Thompson, she had her child, and when she had her child, 3 days after she had her child, she was still in a lot of pain. She was still getting pain meds, Vicodin, and this is 3 a.m. This all happened at 3 a.m. in the morning. So that night she got Ambien. She got Vicodin for pain. Her son Jacob needed to be fed. A nurse brought the son in. Once the son was in, started to breastfeed the son. The nurse left. While breastfeeding, she fell asleep. After she fell asleep, I'm guessing she either just rolled over or just kind of like leaned over. An hour later, Monica wakes up. Her son is unresponsive. Her son is not breathing. She calls for help. No one comes immediately. She gets up. She walks out into the corridor of the hospital, starts to screaming on top of her lungs. And then finally someone comes, grabs the baby, grabs Jacob, take it to the hospital, take it to the doctors. The doctors do CPR. While doing CPR, sadly, Jacob's ribs break. And then afterwards, he is stable. He is stable. He is not dead yet. But through a series of tests, they find out that he's hypoxic, that he has severe brain damage. And then 10 days after him being born, 10 days after Monica being a mother, she and her husband decided to unplug the breathing tubes and keeping him alive. And sadly, Jacob had passed away. And this all happened in 2012. It has been a real rough road for Monica. She's been just emotionally torn to shreds. I mean, I can't imagine just saying it, just talking about this. Really, it gives me goosebumps. It's scary. It sucks. But can't even imagine being the mother who accidentally killed her own child. And this is a really tough topic. Now what is happening? So the mother, Monica Thompson, she is suing for she's suing the hospital for $8 million, claiming negligence. She says that Miss Thompson believes the hospital owes his estate. When I say his, I'm talking about Jacob. Owes his estate $3 million in damages as a result. She claims she is owed a further $8 million personally, saying the hospital has directly caused her severe emotional distress, severe depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, severe anxiety, and prolonged grief disorder. Finally, she's asking for an additional $100,000 to pay for medical and counseling expenses. This is tough. This is a really tough situation. I'm a nurse. I want to side with the nurses. I have not worked in labor and delivery. I don't know what the policy is. I don't know what the evidence-based practice is for how much time you have to give a mom after she's taken a Vicodin or taken an Ambien before a while breastfeeding a child, or how long you have to wait, or if the child has to be, or if you have to be present and watch the mother breastfeed the child. I don't know any of those policies, and I'm 1,000% sure it's different at every hospital. But this does sound like some kind of, negligence. Because first of all, I work at a rehab hospital. We have rules on how long when you can and cannot give Ambien, because we want them to be awake so they can actually do rehab, right? We don't give any Ambien or sleeping medications throughout the day unless specifically ordered by this doctor for a specific situation, obviously, right? We don't give Vicodin and then allow our patients, after they being severely drowsy and groggy, to then get up and do some exercise. It's just unsafe. And this is to do exercise, not feed a newborn baby. And for the patient to have been left alone, I know it's 3 a.m. in the morning, I know it's time to go to sleep, but to have been left alone for an entire hour with the baby after giving Ambien and getting Vicodin does sound like negligence. I hate to do it, but I have to say I am siding with Miss Thompson. This is horrific. This is horrific. There's obviously no malintent by anyone involved in this entire situation, but someone does need to take a little responsibility, and it's obviously not specifically the nurse. It's a team effort. Everything is a team effort. If it's the nurse's patient, the nurse's baby and mom, who is to say that there wasn't a change of shift? Who is to say that there wasn't, the nurse hasn't been working for 16 hours straight? We don't know the situation. All we know is the result. So they need to take responsibility. The hospital, not the specific nurse, not whoever gave the med, not whoever allowed the mom to take the baby to breastfeed, because obviously those things need to happen. The hospital, they need to look at it big picture, take a step back and say, what the hell has happened here? Because this shit cannot ever happen again. Sorry to bring you sad news, but this is the kind of things we do need to talk about so we get it resolved, so this things never happen again. Thank you again for watching, and I've been saying this for all my videos, but I have to say it again. I am so happy to have gotten to 100 subscribers. You guys have just made my summer. I didn't look for a couple of days. The next time I looked, I was at 113, 114, and oh yes, am I happy. Thank you. Can't wait to continue, because I smell 1,000 coming close. I smell 1,000. Anyways, question of the day: what do you think? Whose fault do you think it is in this situation? Is it the hospital's fault? Should they take responsibility for this? Do you think there was some kind of negligence? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Deuces.